Hey folks, BlackCross here. Basically, I have something that I was wanting to say, and that was that, D23 in Japan has been passed over with about a week ago. Wait, was it a week ago? I honestly don't remember. I think it was a week ago, but that being said and everything, D23 had passed, and there was word going around that there was a new trailer that was going to be released. And quote-unquote, it was supposed to be emotional. So I thought to myself, this would be perfect for a discussion video / reaction video. Basically me talking about the new Kingdom Hearts 3 trailer that was going to be released. And at first some people thought that it was only going to be for those who attended D23. Now it would change to where it would be released. However, though, all that has changed since then. In fact, news has been basically going scattered out. Everything getting jiggled up in the wrong ways. And so far, there has been no release for a trailer. Which is a shame, really, because I was actually looking forward to that, especially after seeing these two images. Now, these two images that I'm fixing to show you right now are two images that have just been released on the internet right now. One of them being that of Sora, Donald, and Goofy on another flow attraction ride. This one regarding the Buzz Lightyear Zapper ride that can be found in Futureland. I'm not sure. It's been about, I think it's been about 10 years? No, maybe a little bit longer. Maybe a little bit longer than 10 years since I've been in Disney World. And since then, they've added new stuff. They've added more stuff on there. And there's going to be a lot of new content that I did not know that Disney World has. But the fact that they're keeping some of the older ones, that's always a good thing to have. But this new attraction flow ride is the newest thing that's been added onto the Kingdom Hearts stream of information. And the second image that we have is an image of Mickey, Riku, and Kairi facing Master Yangtze, and you talk about detail. I mean, I cannot wait to see this game. I cannot wait for it to finally be released and everything. It looks beautiful. It looks amazing. I remember back whenever the PS2 and everything like that, and Kingdom Hearts and everything, I thought to myself, I was like, there's no way it can look any better than it does right then. There was no way it could. And then Kingdom Hearts 3 gets announced, and then we see the trailer at E3 this past year, and oh my gosh, you talk about mouth-watering amazing. So, while all that's being said and everything like that, we still have no new trailer. However, there are two new events that are coming up, so maybe we might actually see the trailer in one of those two events. I see more or less Final Fantasy 15 than Kingdom Hearts 3, because Final Fantasy 15, it has been confirmed that it is now done in development, and that they're going to announce the release date. I think they said either February or March, I don't remember, but they were confirming that they were going to talk about Final Fantasy 15 as well as the release date in the beginning of the new year. So, while that being said and everything, there is the confusion of Kingdom Hearts 3. There are a lot of people that talk, there's a lot of people that have been speculating, and personally, I can understand why people have theories as to what goes on. Personally, for me, it doesn't matter, because a company can easily change their minds at a single flip of a switch. They can easily change their opinions on things, and that's just how it's been. So, from what I've heard, and this is from what I've heard, this is not confirmed, and for all we know, it may not actually be true, but Kingdom Hearts 2.8, the prologue chapter, it's the final prologue or whatever, it's been said to be released sometime in 2016. That is what's been said right now, is that it could be released in 2016. Which means Kingdom Hearts 3 would be released in 2017. Now, I have my doubts on that, mostly because I have two different theories. The first theory is that Kingdom Hearts 2.8 would be the easiest one to be done. Now, why do I say easiest? Because this was rumored, this particular game, the Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance, was in testing for I think about 2 years. It was talked about back in 2013 when Kingdom Hearts 3 was confirmed to be in development. And rumors speculated that, well, since we're getting Kingdom Hearts HD remakes, does that mean that Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance is going to be in some of the other volumes? It never happened. So instead, people were like, okay, well, is this going to happen? Is it not? And the development team said, currently, right now, it is in the testing grounds, which means they were testing to see if it was possible to put it onto the console system. Since then, though, it has now been confirmed that it's going to be released onto the PlayStation 3. I think. I may have heard that wrong, but I could have sworn I heard someone say PlayStation 3 and PlayStation 4. This is what's interesting, though. It's the fact that, not only are we getting that, but we're also getting the HD scenes from Unchained Key, and then, of course, there's Burst by Sleep 0.2 Fragmentary Passage, which basically shows all of the I'm trying to think of the word to say, but it explains the aftermath of what happens after Aqua gets put into the realm of darkness. And supposedly people say that she runs into Mickey and all this stuff, but to be honest, I don't think that that's possible. If it is, I'm not sure. But it would be interesting to see, because it's going to be the closest thing we see for a Kingdom Hearts 3 demo. Not actual demo, mind you, but close enough to where we know what the gameplay mechanics is going to be somewhat like. Somewhat. There are a few things that not going to be shown, like for instance the Keyblade transformation, but like the attraction flow motion and then the flow motion controls and everything, we'll get to see all that in action still. And that's great news. So I'm looking forward to all of that, because that means that Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance is going to be a different beast to tackle on, because for starters, it's been on the handheld, the 3DS, which means the gameplay functions a lot different than it would be in the console. So it's going to be interesting to see how it plays out onto the actual console ports. So that's one thing that I wanted to say, because of the fact that this game has been talked about for a long time, has been in the testing grounds, and chances are it might see release date early in 2016. I'm not saying it will, I'm saying there might be a good chance, because they've been testing the ideal of Dream Drop Distance. The only thing that is officially new is the Kingdom Hearts Burst by Sleep 0.2. That would take a little bit longer, but that all depends on the length of the game. For all we know, it may be a 3 to 5 hour game, or for all we know, it could be a full-fledged 20-hour game. I don't know. No one's confirmed if it's a full game or if it's like a partial description. Because the way I see it being more of the final mix version, and a high-res final mix version of Kingdom Hearts Burst by Sleep, where at the end you got to you got to go into a secret episode with Aqua. So I can see that. That's what I'm thinking, is that it's more of a higher res version of this. But then again, they may have changed it altogether in order for it to be like Kingdom Hearts 3 in a way. And that's cool. That's great. So obviously they're going to put some more work into that particular one. So that's what made me think that Kingdom Hearts 2.8 will be released sometime early 2016. That does not mean that it will, I just have the theory that it could be. Now, here's the next theory. People were saying that, oh, Final Fantasy 15 is made, so Kingdom Hearts 3 won't be done until next year. No, that does not mean anything. Okay? Square Enix has made it a point to where it does not matter what game they're making, they will always find a way to release it on the same year as their other titles have been. There are many proofs, in fact there are many YouTubers out there who pointed out the fact that Square Enix made a lot of games and they're able to release most of them on the same year. So it really doesn't matter what comes first. What matters is that they're able to get it done and they're able to release it then forth. So in other words, if it wasn't for 2.8, Kingdom Hearts 3 could have easily been released on the same year as Final Fantasy 15, just much later, obviously. But with 2.8, it could be a little bit sticky. It could push Kingdom Hearts 3 to be 2017. It's a very possibility. Now, if 2.8 got released early 2016, there may be a small percentage chance that Kingdom Hearts 3 will be released late 2016, towards December, more likely. Now, there's a reason I say this. One, it has been in development since 2013. And they've done a lot of different stuff. They've done a lot of gameplay functions. They've added a ton of new stuff. And with all this news and information, it sounds like they're on the verge of being able to work on an actual beta. Now, again, I don't know the actual processes for these game developments, but I do know for a fact that it does not take long for a game to be made. There are some companies out there that are able to release a game every year based on that same series. Assassin's Creed is obviously one example, despite some different changes here and there, but it's proof that it can be done. So I have no doubt in my mind that Kingdom Hearts 3 could be released next year because it has been in development that long. And then we've heard the progression of how the gameplay has been done, how the story has been working on, how the graphics and everything like that. In fact, the newest information that we have heard from this past week was that in terms of what's been worked on Kingdom Hearts 3, they have basically stated that they have increased the detail within the grass textures and improved lighting. Now, keep in mind, Kingdom Hearts 3 at E3 looked stupendous. I didn't think it could look any better than that. That was like borderline amazing. And now they're stating that they have improved the texture quality within the grass textures and then improved lighting? How much more tweak can they do on this game? That's my biggest question. How much tweak can a game tweak before it can't be done anymore? And it kind of scares me because all we're hearing is little tweaks that they've been doing. Obviously, they've already got the groundwork done. Obviously, they've already selected the worlds. Obviously, they already know what they want to do. They know what type of game they're building. They just have to put it all together. How long does it take for a game to be put together in that stream? I like to know that because to me it doesn't make sense for a game to be in development for so long and yet it not be released. My fear is that it's going to get the Duke Nukem syndrome. For those of you that don't know, the Duke Nukem syndrome is basically the game that was made 15 years. Okay, you hear me on this one. 15 years. And it did poorly. I just don't want Kingdom Hearts 3 to suffer in that. That does not mean that working on the game longer does not kill it. If nothing else, it helps improve what the game can be. And we've seen what Kingdom Hearts 3 has looked, what it can do, what it's capable of, and it looks amazing, but yet we have not heard any ideals, we have not heard any information, and the fact that we're not getting this trailer, I'm kind of confused as to what Square Enix is doing now. Because, obviously, Final Fantasy 15 is done. We're just waiting to hear a release date. Kingdom Hearts 2.5, surely to goodness it won't take it long. Kingdom Hearts 3, on the other hand. What the flippin' hell? And it could be because of the fact, the reason why I'm feeling like I am right now, is because Kingdom Hearts is my favorite video game series of all time. Next to the Dark Souls series. I know it's a weird twist, but that being said and everything, I don't understand Square Enix marketing decisions, much less Disney's marketing decisions, because Disney is co-producing Kingdom Hearts 3, and they're very heavily in the project. Now, mind you, Cynical has done videos of where he stated that Disney don't have absolute control over what Kingdom Hearts 3 is. They only have a certain restrictions of what they control and what they don't control. But I'm kind of curious and I'm wondering what they can and can't do in terms of marketing decisions. Because you would think that they would go on ahead and release the trailer, and yet they haven't. They have not done that yet. It just, I'm worried, but at the same time, I shouldn't be worried. If that makes sense anytime. If that makes sense, that is. I would really like to know, Square Enix, what are you planning on? What more can you put into Kingdom Hearts 3? Because at this rate, we've waited long enough. Where is it? I just want to know. That's my biggest concern. I just want to know. But I just want to go ahead and do like a brief discussion on Kingdom Hearts 3 because that was the original ideal, was that the trailer would be released, I would do a reaction video, and then put a discussion within the reaction itself. But that didn't happen. Instead, I'm just going to be talking about Kingdom Hearts 3 because I can't get that out of my mind. In fact, true story. The reason why I got into Dark Souls was to get my mind off of Kingdom Hearts 3. It worked, and to think it would become my second favorite video game series of all time. It's hard to believe, but it's true. And yet, here I am. I've already beaten Dark Souls more than 5 times, I say. Then I played Bloodborne more than who knows how many times on that one. Think 5, maybe? I don't remember. And then, of course, there's the fact that I'm playing Dark Souls 2 right now with 2 different builds. And I'm still always thinking about Kingdom Hearts 3. I can't get it off of my mind, but that's what happens. But thank you so much for watching this video. Leave a comment. What do you think about Kingdom Hearts 3? Are you still excited about it since you first heard it? Or are you like me and you're a little bit angsty and a little bit worried about what's going on with Kingdom Hearts 3? Much less with Square Enix and Disney, with the fact that they have not released the trailer yet. But that's all I'm going to say. So until then, hope you have a wonderful day. And this is BlackCross signing off.